Today I'm going to talk about probiotics versus prebiotics and how to use them, so stay tuned. Hey there, if you're new here, my name is Amanda Malacheski. I'm a certified functional nutrition health coach and a digestive and allergy detective. For tips and tricks on how to manage your digestive problems using diet and lifestyle, please consider subscribing and be sure to hit the bell to be notified when I post a new video every week. Probiotics are probably familiar to you and you may even be using them, but when it comes to prebiotics, people are often a little bit more confused. But they're important because they can be involved in IBS symptoms. By the end of this video, you'll know what prebiotics are, how to use them, and whether or not you should or should not give them a try. Understanding what prebiotics do is super important because they can be a huge player in IBS symptoms, so let's get started. Probiotics are simply good bacteria that live in your gut and give you a health benefit. And they're a super key tool for helping to restore your gut health. And we should absolutely be working them into our routine if they're used properly. And I've recently made several videos about probiotics. So if you need a little bit more basic information about those, you might want to go back and watch those. I'll be sure and leave some links for those below this video. But the basic idea is to use multiple types of probiotics simultaneously as long as you tolerate them. And this is because there's a synergistic effect of the multiple types together on restoring your gut health. And this is the protocol that gut specialist Dr. Michael Ruscio recommends in his book, Healthy Gut, Healthy You. And I've been recently recommending this to my clients as well. Now, prebiotics, on the other hand, are food for your beneficial bacteria. And so it's kind of like the same concept as using fertilizer in your garden or compost. You want to feed the soil so that your food and vegetables can grow in your garden. So in the same way, you want to feed your beneficial gut microbes so that they will hang out in your gut where you want them and provide you with their health benefits that they offer. The simplest prebiotics are simply fiber in fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds in your food. And so if you're someone who already eats quite a bit of vegetables and fruits and nuts and seeds, you're probably likely already getting enough prebiotic fiber for your beneficial bacteria that live in your gut and or the probiotics that you're taking as supplements. Prebiotics can also be consumed as a supplement, either in a powder or in a capsule, and sometimes they're even added to probiotic supplements directly. Some common ones are inulin. Something you might also see on labels is FOS, which stands for fructooligosaccharides, or GOS, which are galacto-oligosaccharides, or simply prebiotic fiber. One thing to note is that FOS and GOS, fructooligosaccharides and galacto-oligosaccharides, are also FODMAPs. So if you notice this, good for you, because I'm about to talk about why that matters. So should you use prebiotic fiber with your probiotics? And as always, the answer to this question is it really depends on how your body responds. Several of the prebiotic fibers are high FODMAPs, like I just mentioned. And if you are someone who has IBS symptoms like bloating or gas or diarrhea or constipation from eating a lot of fiber or vegetables or certain vegetables and fruits, prebiotic fiber might flare you. And so if you're someone who's getting a flare from prebiotics, I would say they're probably not a good idea for you right now. On the other hand, there is some research that suggests that slowly introducing prebiotic fiber and slowly increasing it is actually really beneficial for the long-term healing of your gut. So if you're someone who's not ultra sensitive, but you seem to tolerate some things, this is something you could try. You'd start with a very small amount of prebiotic fiber and see if you can slowly increase that dose, because essentially what you're doing is providing food for beneficial bacteria in your gut as you go along. So the best way to tell if you should use prebiotics or not is to do a very small scale trial. So you're just going to take a very small dose and then watch and wait and observe for negative impacts in the next, say, 24 hours. And if you see no change whatsoever, then you could try a bigger dose the next time and work up to your lowest effective dose. So you want to just get to a point where you're noticing some symptoms and then you want to back off a little bit. And then you want to hang out there for a little while and then slowly work on increasing. If, on the other hand, you try that very small dose and you notice some bloating in the next couple hours or even the next day, that would be a signal that you should hold off till another time, until your gut has maybe done a little bit more healing. So sometimes probiotics come with prebiotics added to the capsules, and this can be a reason why some people react negatively to some probiotic products. If you've noticed a negative effect from probiotics before, you might make sure that you're getting a product that doesn't have any added inulin or FOS or other prebiotic fibers in the capsule. You just have to take a look at the ingredient panel on the back to see. Have you noticed that you react to prebiotics before? If you have, tell us about it in the comments. All right, well, I hope this video has helped clarify a few things for you about probiotics versus prebiotics and helped you understand how prebiotics work and how you can tell whether or not you should use them. If you aren't sure if you're using these supplements or other supplements properly, there's two main ways I can help. First, I invite you to download my Roadmap to Gut Recovery. It's a basic guide that walks you through the steps I use with my individual private clients to help them sort out what steps to do next. And it includes a couple of really useful tools that can help you figure out where you're going and what you need to do. You can grab your free copy of that by heading over to confluencenutrition.com/roadmap to download your copy, and I will also leave a link for that below this video. Or if you've already tried a lot of stuff and you've just reached the point where you're frustrated and ready for some support, I do offer one-on-one private health coaching. And if you're interested to learn more about working with me directly, you can go to confluencenutrition.com/contact and schedule a free 30-minute assessment session with me. We'll just get together. I'll get to hear a little bit more about your case and see if I feel like I can help you. If I can't, I'll give you a referral to someone else. And if I can, you can hear more about what it's like to work with me one-on-one. So I hope you learned something new and found some new ideas to try improving your gut health today. If you like this video today, please consider liking or sharing this video with your friends and family members if you feel like they could benefit. And be sure and leave me a question in the comments if you have something I didn't speak to that you'd like the answer to. I look forward to answering your question. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Okay, take care.